Hey comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision on what comic books to buy. And today, guys, we're talking about the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 3. That's right, guys. We've seen Peter Parker now in 2 issues. He's in control of Parker Industries, and his reign over the world kind of continues in this issue. But we get to see the Human Torch on this cover. So that's a very traditional thing in Spider-Man comics when you see the Human Torch in a Spidey book because they are best friends. This book is written by Dan Slott, and the artwork is done by Giuseppe Comicoli. The artwork is pretty good in this book. I never really have a problem with Comicoli's art. Here we get to see the new Parker Industries type of building. We get to see the Human Torch in this book actually fighting Spidey, and I'll go into it a little bit later. And then we get to see some action with the Zodiac Gang. Yes, they are involved in this book once again as well, which I thought they were done, but they are in here. But the book looks great. The colors are amazing. And but what was the story about? And then I have a couple of theories here, or a couple of things that I want to bring to your attention when it comes to this book. So basically, this story continues the whole Zodiac Gang. They go after S.H.I.E.L.D. That's basically what's going on with them. They gotta go after S.H.I.E.L.D. before S.H.I.E.L.D. finds them, and they gotta take care of some business. Meanwhile, in this book, we find out that Peter Parker in this issue is actually opening up a new expansion of his business, and he's opening up Parker Industries in the former Baxter building, or in the Baxter building. And it was really cool in this issue because you wind up seeing Jay Jonah greeting him because he's part of the Fact channel, and he's like, oh, I've known this boy forever, I've taught him everything I've known. And it's really hysterical. And you get to see that building here. And meanwhile, while this is going on, this broadcast is going on, you wind up seeing Johnny Storm. Well, this hits him pretty hard because, you know, the Baxter building is where the FF was, Fantastic Four. And right away, he gets hot-headed, you know, no pun intended. And he starts doing a battle against Spider-Man here. He's really upset with him that, why would he do this? Why would he take over this building? And then the secondary story, again, is with, the Zodiac Gang doing what they have to do. In this issue, you wind up seeing Harry Osborn makes his appearance, but he goes by the name of Harry Lyman now, and that is his mother's maiden name because he doesn't want to be connected to his father. And we find out that Harry is in charge of this actual building of Parker Industries. So it's really cool to see a supporting cast member in this book that we know and has history with Peter, and I thought that was really neat. And you know, after Johnny Storm calms down a little bit, we get to see Parker, introduce him to all his cool tech and things like that, and it was a really neat issue. And after everything settles down, Parker shows Johnny that, I've always thought of you. I'm never going to disrespect you. I never wanted to buy out this building. He's like, when I have this building, I'm using it for my business, but whenever the Fantastic Four is ready to return, this will always be their building, and he'll give it back to them. And Johnny Storm and Peter are family. They're like brothers, and so there was nothing more fitting than for Peter to buy this building for all the right reasons, and he puts up a statue to remember him by, and to always remember that it is their building. And I thought that was a very awesome ending to this particular portion of the book. And it was cool character interactions between Johnny Storm and Harry. And then at the end of this book, we wind up seeing a return of Mr. Osborn, but he's all bandaged up. And this was quite interesting too. So now this drops in the third pretty big villain in this book. I mean, we wind up seeing the Rhino, we wind up seeing Osborn here, and then we wind up seeing Dr. Octopus in the first issue. So this is crazy. Now, the last time we saw a Green Goblin was in Superior Spider-Man with the whole Goblin King thing and all that stuff. And you wind up getting to see the Goblin disappear in like a, I guess it was like a subway. But I don't think we were ever really found out if that was really Norman Osborn or not. We never really got a true identity there. So could this be the true Norman Osborn making his appearance back in the Amazing Spider-Man comics? Man, that would be crazy. And we also still don't know what happened to Sue and Reed Richards because of Secret Wars. Will we get those answers here? And it's cool that Johnny Storm might make his appearance here and there in this comic book because he's kind of all over the place in the Marvel Universe right now. But again, where is Sue and Reed? We don't know, but the Fantastic Four is never forgotten. So is this Marvel's way of saying, hey, they will always be remembered, but when they do make their return, they will be welcomed back. So I thought that was pretty interesting, but I'm really curious about this whole Norman Osborn thing. I love this book. I thought this one was really good. This plays to a traditional style of Spider-Man with this supporting cast, where you're seeing Harry, where you see Johnny Storm, and it's like a classic Spidey tale with a modern twist with all his modern technology. But I really like this particular issue. The battle may have been a little bit overdrawn between the two characters, but overall I thought it was a great book, and it was good to see Harry again and great to see Norman Osborn back. So after reading this one, I give this one a 4.25 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this book. Guys, tell me in the comments below what you think of what happened to Sue and Reed Richards. We can only speculate right now. And are you excited to see Norman Osborn come back into play? So guys, let me know in those comments below. And fans, as always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. And until that next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.